Good morning. My name is Technical Sergeant McGatchie. I would like to welcome you to the Command and Control Battle Management Apprentice Course graduation ceremony for Class 170508. Before the certificates are presented, I want to extend a warm welcome to our squadron leadership, Mr. Martinez, the instructor staff, and the military training leaders. Before we go forward, I'd like to talk about the class and give a couple words of advice. This class has been a unique class for me. I would like to dub this class the class of love. The class of love. I had 2 students in this class get married during the weekend. Oh my gosh, I know exactly what you're thinking. It was not a tech school marriage. It was not a tech school marriage, thank God. So we dodged that bullet. But we did have 2 students get married, and we also had another student who happened to be a Mr. Romantic. So he's a little softy, and they had a lot of stories every single weekend they came in, talking about girls stopping by his room, that kind of stuff. And then to add to the love as well, they bicker at each other like they're brothers and sisters, which is awesome. It was awesome. It was really a great class. It was a great environment we came in. You guys are going to do great things. It's a small class as far as time. You're talking about a very condensed period of time to make lifelong friends. But what you found in this class, and I think you guys already know, I can tell just by the dynamic, is that you guys have made lifelong friends in just a very short period of time. And as you go through your career, you're going to run into each other, regardless if you're guard or if you're active duty. I'll tell you, when my WD class, I had a guard student. I've seen him like 3 times through TDYs and deployments. I see him all the time, and he's guard and I'm active duty. We see each other all the time. As you guys progress through your career, I want to give you guys one piece of advice. You guys know what a 125 is now. You've come here, you've learned what the job is, you know what we do, and how we contribute to the mission of the Air Force. But you're going to run into challenges through your career. And how you respond to those challenges are going to define your career. They're going to define you as who you are as a person and create you and develop you. But sometimes we get caught up in things that we don't have any control over. We get so caught up in the things that we can't control that we forget to take control of the things that we do have control of to be able to guide ourselves. There are 2 circles, the 2 circles of influence. There's a circle of influence and a circle of concern. Your circle of concern is much bigger than your circle of influence. Regardless of who you are, there are a lot of things in your life that you do not have any control over. And when you grab onto those things and you worry about them, you fail to look into your circle of influence. And your circle of influence are things that are bothering you, that are affecting you, that you have direct control over. One thing that I highly advise and that I hope you guys all do is when you face challenges, when you come across these challenges throughout your career, throughout your life, that you consider those challenges. Are these challenges, is this a problem? Is this my circle of concern? Or is this my circle of influence? If it's the latter, if it's your circle of concern, forget about it, move on from it. Don't waste your energy. If it's your circle of influence, take charge of it. Take responsibility for it and direct your careers. Now our guest speaker will present a few words for our graduates. Please welcome Technical Sergeant Young.
Yay!
Well, Sergeant McGatchie just set like a mountain that I have to attempt to overcome. So we're going to try. One of the words I want to give you all is progression, not perfection. Like Sergeant McGatchie said, you can worry about everything or you can worry about what you can actually do. You take a step every day towards your goal, whether it's getting good at your job, learning something new, going to school, getting your degree, or even becoming an officer. Whichever your goal is, take a step toward it every day. You can sit at your desk all day, you can do absolutely nothing, and hey, your Air Force time to come and go. I'm like, man, I had fun sitting there. I got a paycheck to sit. Great, but what do you have to show? You take a step toward it every day, eventually you will reach your goal. Some will get there faster than others, some will take their sweet time, it doesn't matter. Attain your goal. But you can't do that in a day. You have to go one step at a time. So just like downstairs when we were learning, you all weren't amazing your first time. It took a little bit to get you there. Now you all could do it with your eyes closed. Attempt anyway. I'll still point stuff out in the other, but anyway, progression. Go out through your careers, look sharp, go to on your very first day, get your hair cut. Actually get it cut the night before. Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. Look sharp. You're one of us now, you're family. Like family, we'll take care of you, and then we'll get on your nerves, but then we'll take care of you again. Make sure, please, above all things, make sure you all do right. And give a couple of years, we'll see you all out there. And we can point and talk about, man, I remember when you was just not doing your homework, and then you came in and asked me every question under the sun, and then out here, and I know where you came in with 100. We'll talk about that then. Until then, progress. Some staff sergeants, some senior airmen, tagging masters, so for the rest of you, I look forward to seeing your name on that list. Till then, I'll see you then. Congratulations.
At this time, the certificates will be presented to Class 170508. Class 170508, prepare for graduation. Presenting the certificates for today's graduation will be our guest speaker, Technical Sergeant Young. Please feel free to take pictures. If a shot is missed, please let us know. We'll be happy to wait for you guys to get the correct shot for the students, the graduates. Our first graduate today is Staff Sergeant Jesse Garcia from Newton, Kansas, going to the 134th ACS McConnell Air Force Base, Kansas. Senior Airman Paul Helmig from Tremont, Illinois, going to the 168th ASOS, Peoria, Illinois. Senior Airman Vincent Lin from Taipei, Taiwan, going to the 603rd AOC Ramstein Air Force Base, Germany. A1C Matthew Atwood from Kaysville, Vermont, going to the 109th ACS Salt Lake City, Utah. A1C Jared Henderson from Batesville, Arkansas, going to the 729th ACS Hill Air Force Base, Utah. A1C David Kleinschmidt from North Richland Hills, Texas, going to the 603rd AOC Ramstein Air Force Base, Germany. A1C Nanaya Natiriwa from Cape Coast, Ghana, going to the 726th ACS Mountain Home Air Force Base, Idaho. A1C Brennan Pinkerton from Lebanon, Ohio, going to the 123rd ACS Blue Ash, Ohio. Airman Basic Ruben Berrigan from Pico Rivera, California, going to the 613th AOC Hickam Air Force Base, Hawaii. Airman Basic Tyrell Davis from Detroit, Michigan, going to the 603rd AOC Ramstein Air Base, Germany. Airman Basics Alex Gill from Tacoma, Washington, going to the 621st ACS Osan Air Force Base, South Korea. Airman Basic Diego Martinez from Ottawa, Illinois, going to the 607th AOC Osan Air Force Base, South Korea. Now we will recognize our top performers. The top graduate and distinguished graduate awards are conferred and based on a student's overall grade point average, as well as the whole person concept. The whole person concept evaluates students' performance in areas such as leadership, community service, and demonstration of Air Force core values. The distinguished graduate is required to maintain at least a 95% grade point average for non-prior service students and a 98% grade point average for prior service students. The graduate receiving this award for class 170508 is Senior Airman Helmig.
All right.
Sergeant Garcia, take charge of your class.
Class 170508, Tan Hood.
Ladies and gentlemen, the newest Command and Control Battle Management Operators. Thank you for attending graduation. Please step up front to congratulate our graduates. This concludes the ceremony. Please remain in